getting things situated. Get the chat going. Wait for it to refresh. Maybe. Maybe. Okay, here we go. Just waiting. It's spinning. Hopefully everybody is doing well. All right, here. Okay. I don't know if this is working, but it looks like it's live. Ooh, ooh. Live. Yep, okay, good. All right. Hey, what's up, guys? So as the title states, we're going to do a little bit of a frag and chill today. Let me get some things situated. What's up, guys? I didn't get a chance to make any videos today. Well, I have some done. I just got to edit them, and I didn't get a chance to do that. So I have to cut up this Zoa colony that we took out of the 300 last week. I think it was last week. So I figured I'd go ahead and do that during this video. We're going to be using some of the new 1-inch frag plugs. Hey, what's up? Thank you for Brandon for letting me know it was working. Which I just printed out some today. I'll show you guys those. But so for this video, I will be using some very dirty goggles. You guys can. This is what it looks like for me. So if it look, it looks so jacked up. So looks like somebody busted on it. But anyways, yeah. So I'm gonna be looking through those. I'm gonna have some gloves per usual when messing with Zoas, and so goggles and gloves. And if you are new to fragging Zoas, at least put goggles and gloves. You would want a face mask if you can, so you don't get it in your mouth. All that crap. So yeah. Anyways, let me go grab some frag plugs. Time for some gloves and goggles. Yeah. And we're gonna get started. Probably gonna use the saw, but I'm gonna see what I can get off here with the bone cutters. Probably not much. Granted that yeah. So let me grab some plugs. I feel like Darth Vader, man. I just printed these out just now, so we're good. And these are the new, get my goggles up here so I can see, the new FishOfHex plugs. I don't know if you guys can see it. Oh, probably not. Oh, of course not. Anyways, trust me, it says FishOfHex, FOH. So I'm just doing the 1-inch plugs. I am going to offer them in the red, white, and blue and black as I do the acro plugs. And a lot of people ask me, what's the advantage of 3D printed plugs? Well, I mean, I don't have to buy them. And I like them. And if you go to my Instagram, Reef Girl put something on there, a funny comment around this post about the future. So you can check that out. It's pretty funny. So I'm going to get some water in here. So if you guys are not familiar with the saw, this is a diamond bandsaw. I've been using this for quite a while. Let me just get this over here. I will answer questions in a second. Let me just get this set up. So this is a bandsaw, which has a diamond blade. I tend to buy these blades in bulk. I don't really go through as many anymore because I'm not buying wholesale coral like Ophelia and stuff, so I really don't do a lot of cutting on this. You want to put water in it so it cools the blade. Ideally, there's a sponge here and a sponge down there that keeps the water from going over the place. I lost those about a year ago, so we're just gonna make a mess. So I like to use just RO water. You can use tap; it doesn't matter. And then just fill it up a little bit. And how I know if it's going to be enough water is I just turn it on. Yep, plenty of water, guys. I'm just busting your balls. Or tits, whatever you got. But yeah, so there's plenty of water in that. So it shouldn't be that bad once it's... So with the sponges being out of there, it just flies all over the place. Look at that. I just feel it. It's so nice. Anyway. So yeah, we're gonna be using that. What type of Zoas are they? I don't know. To be honest with you, they're just random ass Zoas I had. So this is probably gonna get wet too, but that's okay. It's got a special case. All right. Let me see if I got any questions here before we get started. Anything cool? What's up, guys? Zoas, gloves. What Zoas? Don't know. Should I be concerned if there is a weird growth in the bottle of NO3 apart from me? No. The NO3. I've had this question a couple times. I put so much salt in it that it can precipitate out if it sits for a while. I still dose it here with it in there. It's not a big deal. There's no issue. But yeah, I've had that quite often because everyone says that my NO3 and PO4 is a lot more potent than what you get everywhere else. And, you know, I guess if I dialed it back a little bit, it probably wouldn't do that anymore. But I've never had any ill effects with it, so just going to keep it the way it is. So, good question on that. All right, so let's get started. What are your thoughts on fuel from Seachem? I use it. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Aquavitro fuel. Well, I use Aquavitro fuel, so is it the same thing? I don't know. I don't know. Is that Seachem? I don't fucking know. Where the hell's my bottle? 1 second. Now you're gonna make me look. Yeah, so this is what I use. I've been using this for quite a while now. So Aquavitro fuel. So if that's Seachem, I don't know. I don't think it's fucking Seachem. I don't know. This is stuff I picked up a long time ago, and I do 100 milliliters a week, and yeah, it's been pretty good. So let me put it back. I know I don't really pay attention to names too often. I just kind of go with what works and then don't really mess around with anything else. Let's see here. I should probably get started and I'll come back to some questions. You guys can just start asking stuff now. Again, goggles and gloves. All right, so how do I want to do this? And watch this. I'll be talking. I'll shoot some of this shit right in my mouth. You know what I might do? Huh? Let me get the chisel. Yeah, let's do the chisel. Need a hammer and a chisel. Why not? Because why not? All right, and then I'll get into the saw afterward. Let me just see what I can get here. Ooh, it splits. What the hell is this? Rest in peace. We kind of got a frag on there, though. A frag of Zoas. Whatever. All right. Rest in peace, dude. There's some dead SPS in here. There's a chalice back here. Or, not a chalice. I don't know. Not a chalice. It's a... I don't fucking know. I don't know. I'm not an LPS guy. So we'll break up what chunks we can, and then I'll get into the saw. Go from there. It's alive. Is that a good view for you guys? How can you determine how much aqua power to dose? I just do off the recommended. I mean, it's sugar water, from what I'm told. One of my buddies said that he tasted it before and it just tastes like sugar water. Let me just, a little disclaimer. Do not drink the aqua power. One of my buddies did, or at least he said he did. I didn't see him do it, but he said he did. And so this is that. We'll cut that off with the saw. That's that, I don't know what the fuck it is. It doesn't matter. Anyways, and he said it tastes like sugar water. So I just follow the recommended and go from there. There's nothing on that. And, yeah. Is the hammering too loud? I mean, I don't care. I'm just kidding. No, if it's too loud, I can just put on the saw that's even louder. All right, so I guess we could start sawing that. We can saw that. This is extra. Give this a chop down the middle. Everyone's taking bets. How long is it going to be till Travis smashes his fingers? Well, won't be long. Alright, so we're just getting some manageable chunks here. Alright. Okay, alright, so that seems pretty decent. I'm going to throw this in the frag tank real quick because we're going to come back to it later. Sit your ass right here. Alright. Alright, let me get some questions going on here real quick. See what we got. Alright. Fuel. What forms do you recommend of 3D printing forms and have some issues with my Ender 5? To be honest with you, I've never looked at the forums for anything for the 3D printing. I admit that I tried early on, and I just wasn't steered in the right direction, if that's the word I'm looking for. I wasn't guided in the right direction, so I stay away from the forums. I kind of just, I don't know how to say this, I just figured the shit out myself. Just trial and error. I mean, I don't really know other way to say it. I mean, if you buy stuff from TH3D, you can ask them. But if you don't buy anything from them, they're not going to talk to you. So keep that in mind. Let's see here. What else we got? Daily toxic FishOfHex. That's right. I know you used to use biopellets. Thoughts on using them still? Well, if you don't have excess nitrates, then you don't need them. If you have a lot of fish or you're overfeeding and you have either dirty rock or you have an issue already, you can use biopellets. For me, I just had a lot of fish in that 125 and I was feeding a lot, and that's how I came about using the biopellets. Now, you can still have a lot of fish and you can still feed a lot, but as long as you keep up on your maintenance, you have a good enough skimmer, and you're taking care of your nutrients other ways, like with with a refugium and stuff like that, then you don't need the biopellets. I would stay away from biopellets if you can. If the power goes out and they don't get fed flow for a while, they can start to die off and you can have some issues. So avoid it if you can. How long should I go fishless to kill ick? 8 to 12 weeks. Well, 12 weeks, I would say. If you're able to go longer, go longer. Just my opinion. There are some strands that last longer. I'm not saying that that's the one you have, but it's okay to go longer. What's a couple weeks other than, a little bit longer than to start over, right? Welcome, everybody. Hit the thumbs up if you come in, or you can if you want. If you have any questions, fish-related, non-fish related, you can ask them. And I'm going to come back to questions here in a minute, but I'm going to start getting some saw action on with this thing. I'm trying to figure out how to do it. I'm going to put the camera down, or the hell is it? Damn, can't speak today. Android down so I can get over here and cut this. So, one of two things are going to happen. I'm either going to cut this right, or water's going to spit over, and it's going to get into my power strip, and I'm going to get electrocuted. Either way, we're going to do something tonight. So, I'm up for either, man. I'm always liking the excitement. So, okay, so I'm going to start cutting up zoas, and you're not going to... I'll do like 3 minutes or so, 4 minutes. I don't know. We'll do a little bit, and then I'll come back and answer questions, so you're not just hearing the saw, because I don't know if you're going to... hear me. But let's go. Oh, feel that. Oh, it's so nice. Definitely got some more water in here. A little bit of splatter. It's no big deal. Wipe it off. I am going to take a little bit of water out of that so I can get the camera closer so you guys can actually see me cutting, because it looks like someone's busting all over it. All right, 1 second. Grab me a bucket. I'm going to dump out a little bit of this water. Give me a second. And you guys can just hear what's going on in the background. Alright, cool. Clean off the lens. And I can get you guys a little bit closer so we are cutting. You know what I can do, actually, is move this right. His ear. Can I still see questions? I don't know. Alright, give me a second. Wax on. Wax off. Wax on. There we go. Up close and personal. Okay, cool. Hopefully you guys can see that a little bit better. Alright, good? Okay. Let me just answer a question while I'm waiting here. What's up, Travis? Hi, folks. How can you determine how much aquapower dose? I already read that. Why? Didn't I answer that? I don't know. Shit. Alright, cool. I feed the shit ton because of a pair of orange spotted clowns. Okay, wow, thanks. Cool. Alright. Gonna continue cutting, peoples. Again, gloves and eye protection. try to get between the polyps, save as many as I can. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. And I'll keep talking. It's the song that never ends. Yes, it goes on and on, my friend. People heard it singing it, not knowing what it was. Now they keep on singing it forever just because it was the song. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I'd like to go in between the polyps. Try to save as many as I can. Yeah, be a little nice to it. These are scraps. Keep everything together that I've already cut. Alright. Moving on. So I went to the chiropractor today. So that was fun. I really look forward to that time. And he did an adjustment, which was really nice. And I got to go back in a week for another one. So he's like, yeah, you're 33. Your back's fucked. And yeah, you get to deal with it. I'm like, sweet. So, yeah. At least I got the VA, though. I don't know what I would do without him. Rude, that's what I'd do. Alright, let's see what else we got here. I'm going to cut a few more, then we'll frag them up, and then we'll move on. Good thing about zoas, I don't have to worry about keeping them out of the water too long. Chances of them dying off are pretty slim. And no, I'm not going to cut myself, guys. A lot of people say I'm going to cut myself. I mean, if you hold on to it, yeah, it'll go through your skin, but just that right there, that's not going to do anything. People get all nervous about that. Alright, let me do... I guess we can do this rock. We'll do this last part, and then we'll get back to questions. I wish I could figure out how to keep the questions up on the screen. I might be able to answer them. How long can zoas be out of the water for? I don't know. For quite a while. I mean, I left zoas in the bag for like 3 or 4 days in my car, and they still survive. So I'm not saying I gotta reline that. I'm not saying that's a good idea, but you know. bearing in this saw is finally going bad at the bottom, and I have to replace it, but it should be alright. It's just a little annoying sometimes. Alright, so that's good for now. I don't know how many frags that is. I'm about to find out. I'm going to just toss this stuff back in the tank real quick. I'm just going to toss this stuff in there just for the sake of we're not messing with it, so why not? Right back. My eyeballs are sweating. All right. All right, did I miss anything? Snap, crack, a pop, yeah. I'm out of paper towels. Shit. There's a dude who grows zoanthids on a small pane of glass, then uses a razor blade to cut the zoas off the glass to frag them. That's a cool idea. How long can zoas survive the water? Answer that. Is freshwater dip good for zoas? I mean, I guess it would piss off any kind of spiders and stuff that might be in a wild colony or something like that. That might be okay, but I mean, I would just use Coral RX. I mean, that's preferred that anyways. Zoas can survive hours without water. Zoas are in very shallow water and can expose to air for hours at a time. Yeah, that is true. Good point. So yeah, I mean, I don't really worry about when it comes to fragging zoas. Man, my back already hurts. Damn, son. So yeah, these frag plugs look promising. I've used a few of them already. They seem pretty good. Does a coral grow faster as a colony or as a frag? Well, if you think about it, a colony has... So if you take a single stick of, let's just say, green slimer, right? And you want to just grow that out. Well, then it's got to branch out. It's got to make branches. Those branches will then grow and make branches and yada, yada, yada. So, yeah, a colony would grow faster than a frag because it's already got all those branches that are growing. So it's got more to grow at one time than a single frag does, if that makes sense. So technically, yeah, it is growing more. That's why I try not to cut the 300 too much unless Big B in there rips out entire colonies. But, you know, that's her thing. Because I like to keep the colonies intact as much as possible. That way I can grow more frags. And that's why I have these mini colonies in the tubs over here. The tub over here. That way I can grow, you know, more at one time. If that makes sense. So, have you put the turbo on the ride? I don't know what you mean. Oh no, on the Z. No, I haven't done it yet. I was talking to manufacturer. So I have a full powertrain warranty on that, like 100 and I don't know, 10K or something miles that I can do, and they cover anything. So if anything ever happens to the Z, all I got to do is pay like $50, and they'll rebuild the whole damn car. So I'm debating on if I want to put it on there or not. I'm actually considering buying another Z, 350 or maybe a cheaper 370. And then putting it on there or getting one that's already turboed and then doing my drifting and all my fun stuff with that car. Because the Nismo is just too much money. And it's too nice of a car to then blow it up, if that makes sense. So if it was just a regular 370 or a 350, I wouldn't really care. But this is a cherry red Nismo. So, you know, it's not too many of those. Well, not here anyways. So I haven't decided 100% yet. It's a little bit of an investment. It's about 12K with internals, and you know, the money is whatever it is, man. But yeah, I don't know. And with stock internals, you can only pull about 5 to 6 pounds of boost, which will get me up, you know, some decent horsepower. But I mean, it's really not that much. So we'll see. If it's meant to be, it will be. That's for sure. So we'll figure it out when that time comes. I'm more focused on trying to get my shit together. And I don't mean, I got my shit together for the most part, but, you know, just some, you know, personal growth stuff, trying to, you I don't know, it's not a midlife crisis or anything, but trying to figure out who I want to be. I've done well with this career so far. I seem to be pretty successful. I'm pretty happy. I got my boys. I got a pretty comfortable, fulfilling life. I mean, I got jujitsu. I got the gym. I got a lot of things going on that make me happy. But I don't know. It still feels like something's missing. I don't know what it is though. So I've been trying to figure that out for a while. Something just feels like it's missing. But so yeah, just personal growth stuff. Taking a lot of classes. Trying to believe it or not, I'm actually taking a grammar class because when I was in high school, I did not pay attention. I was such an idiot. I was always acting out to get attention and shit, because I was always getting picked on in school. So I was that guy, man. So I didn't pay attention to school. Being smart was for geeks and for not for dummies, for people that were goody two shoes and stuff. So with that said, I didn't learn the way I should have learned in school. So I'm taking some grammar classes and just some help me with spelling and all sorts of stuff. And hey, I have no problem admitting that because uh, I know my weak points. Communication, not only with people but with writing and stuff like that. That's not a very good a very good. I'm not really good at that. So yeah, so taking some classes and personal growth and just trying to figure out what I want to do with my life. You know, uh, it's kind of crazy. We grow up. I grew up in a broken home and all sorts of stuff. But Dad was never there. And speaking of that, I'll get back to the story in a second. But freaking hospital called looking for my dad today. He's supposed to go in and get some cancer treatment. This dude's out drunk and partying like a freaking idiot. So the hospital's calling, looking for him. Like, dude, I live in Pennsylvania. This dude lives in Vermont. I don't know what to do for you, man. I mean, I know I'm in this emergent contact, but should have picked somebody closer. So, anyways, grew up, just not grew up in not such a great area. Didn't do very good in school. Like I said, got bullied in school, joined the military. Did well in the military for the most part. Got out, and just kind of I did in private investigations. Did a lot of work like that for a while, and I liked it. But then this whole thing kind of fell in my lap, and it's good, but I don't know if it's enough. I don't know if it's what I'm supposed to do. So we'll see. What can I ask? What part of PA you're in? I'm in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, about central PA. So that's an odd collaboration, but DIY is into saltwater also now, right? DIY is Joey from DIY. I think he does saltwater. I don't know. I don't. I used to follow him back when I was really into planted tanks. He's a nice guy. He seems pretty cool. I never met him or anything, but he seems all right. Um, but I think he does saltwater. I don't know. I'll have to check. I'll have to. Duncannon, PA, man. I drive up towards Duncannon. I used to do some stuff out there with my old job. Do you have a planted tank? Yes, I have one upstairs. I'll have a video out tomorrow. I did a water change on it. My kid dumped a whole bunch of food in the tank, and I just kind of let it go for a little bit. Um, but yeah, so I'll have a video on that. I really like planted tanks a lot. When I finally relocate, I'm gonna put a nice big cichlid tank upstairs. Cichlids, I used to raise or breed, not raise, breed demasonized cichlids for a local fish store back in when I lived in Massachusetts, and I really love those. But I kind of want to move away from them. They're a little too aggressive. But I really like African cichlids. So I definitely plan on putting another tank like that. So we'll have a big old planted tank, a big old cichlid tank, the 300 to be upstairs. I'll have a tribute tank for Brian with soft corals and that big LPS, that big Lobo. And then we'll have the 1000 downstairs attached to the saltwater. And then, yeah, we'll have grow out tubs, all sorts of stuff. And, the thing is I have, these are all plans, right? This stuff isn't actually happening right now. This stuff I want to do. But you never know. It might, maybe I'm supposed to do something else. We'll see. Going day by day. And that's another thing I try to do is everybody gets so caught up thinking about what they're going to do next year, what they're going to do in 10 years from now, what they want to be when they get older. And everyone's in a rush. and they never stop and enjoy the freaking day, man. And that's something I'm definitely guilty of it. And I'm finally, after all these years, I'm finally stopping and just enjoying. I'm gonna use some of these other plugs real quick, and then grab some more more of the other plugs that I made. But yeah, I'm finally just enjoying it, enjoying life. Sick of the baloney. I don't watch the news anymore. I don't follow any of that crap. Yeah, I don't. I mean, what a gift that was. I can't believe I wasted a whole year on that. Give these a second. So we got quite a few frags. Let me see. I got 1, 2 open left here. 2. I guess I can put them on here. I'm not even paying attention. But yeah, watching the news was the biggest waste of my life. The stress of that, I mean, unbelievable. If you haven't gone cold turkey on the news, do yourself a favor, man. Do it. Just do it. All right, so after I've been rambling, I'm going to look and see what we got going on here, if there's anything I missed. Planted tank. My wife is from Mechanicsburg. Cool. Mark was on with Joey a few weeks ago. Okay, cool. Plants are so much cheaper than corals. They are, but it's a different, I don't know, man. Like, there's something about a planted tank that is mesmerizing. I mean, yeah, saltwater tanks are beautiful, right? But I don't know. When I go upstairs, and even just that little 29 biocube with the plants and the fish, just a little bit of shrimp in there, I mean, it's just something about it. And I guess I always love it, I guess. Always love it. I started with an Oscar at like 14. Never understood why I killed everything else. Yeah, one of my first fish was an Oscar too. I actually got 2 Oscars from the local fish store and got a 29-gallon tank because it was Petco sale, right? That's kind of how I started with the Oscars. I'm pretty sure that was one of the first tanks I had, and then I put them in a 55-gallon, and they just outgrew the 55-gallon, and then end up moving, and then gave them away. Then I realized how big they got. Any recommendations for tissue necrosis of SPS? Well, if it's tissue necrosis, so there's rapid tissue necrosis and slow tissue necrosis. If it's rapid, then I would say cut off what you can, a few inches away from, or a couple inches at least away from where it is, and hope for the best. It's usually a bacterial situation that causes the rapid, and fluctuations in alkalinity, temperature, and pH swing, and not pH swings, but salinity swing, stuff like that. They all contribute to it, but I'm almost certain that they have determined that it's mostly a bacterial thing. But I haven't read up on those articles in a while, so I could be wrong. So don't quote me on that. So if it's rapid tissue, I would say cut off a chunk away from it and hope for the best. I mean, that's what I would do if it was mine. And if it's slow tissue necrosis, usually it starts from the bottom. So you want to check shading. I mean, that's one of those things that happened in the 300. A lot of slow tissue necrosis for me was from shading, the colony shading itself out, which is actually natural. So if you're getting it from the base, it's just from the colony growing. I wouldn't worry about it. I wouldn't try to change anything. That's just how the ocean is, right? So corals grow into colonies. They shade out the bottom. That turns into rock, and that's how the ocean builds itself. So I wouldn't worry about it. But if it's starting on the ends and the tips and stuff, and you're getting slow tissue necrosis, I would start looking at sources. If you got alkalinity swings, that's usually a big thing that causes tissue necrosis. Did your lights, do you leave them at 100%? Did they not turn off one day? I mean, there's a few different things. Usually stability or instability of some type is what's causing the STN. And at that point, you try to fix the issue. That's what I would do. So, let's see here. News. Let me get back up here. Maybe. Okay, maybe. Okay, he doesn't want to scroll. Okay. What part of Mass were you from? I'm from Boston. I lived in Brookline, which is right next to Boston. So I lived in Brookline for a while. I went to high school, Brookline High, for a couple years. I was going to be inappropriate. Like, I got my first handy there, too. But anyways, I'm going to go put these in the rack real quick. I'm just going to dump them in and organize them later. So 1 second, guys. Grab some more Zoas. So I'll come back to those zoas later and organize them. I got a couple more here. Let me grab some plugs. All right, nice. I have 2 African cichlid tanks with Oscars and 1 mixed American other. Yeah, I really love cichlid tanks. Are you getting a reef tattoo, Hex? I'm working on it. It's in process. I'm converting a few tattoos on my right arm. We're gonna do a sleeve, but I don't know. My tattoo guy, I think he's been sick for a while. I've been bouncing back and forth with him. You know, COVID shit and all sorts of stuff. So, 1 second, let me grab some more plugs. So yeah, my plan is to do a whole sleeve, a reef sleeve, and we'll just have to wait until the time's right. Again, everyone's weird about COVID, so it's all right. But yeah. Oh man, really? Did you just scroll all the way down? Shit. Now my hands are wet. It's not scrolling. Have you ever heard about frags made from marine pure? Yeah, I've seen that before. I've tried it. I'm not a fan of marine pure if you guys have been watching the channel. Like I said, I would only use mechanical filtration like that if you have... sorry, I would only use biological filtration like marine pure or any other rock if you have mechanical filtration ahead or prior in the sump, because of the detritus buildup, which is a huge pain. A lot of people, I've actually had quite a few clients. I do Zoom calls, if you guys are wondering. I do quite a few of them every week. A lot of you guys are having issues with excess nutrients, and then come to find out you got massive marine pure blocks sitting in your sump just chilling with no mechanical filtration before, so you just got fish waste and all sorts of stuff getting jammed up in that rock. So not a fan of it, but I have seen people make plugs out of it. All right, again, I'm gonna do some cutting here. I have gloves and goggles, and you guys can see how clogged up, how dirty these are. My vision's just getting better the longer we do this, and I ran out of paper towels, so yeah. I cut my finger off. You guys are gonna have a hell of a show. I have to hold it there for a while though. Anyways, we're going to cut up a couple more rocks, and as for plugs, I have what I just put on here, and I have some in the box, and that's all I'm going to do because I got to print some more. So let's get cutting. Alright, so okay, let me see if I can get the question to stay up. Alright. All messages are visible. Okay, cool. Alright, so you guys can hear me? Okay. Travis, I bought a 15 frag pack for SPS, and they are doing great. I also have a Gorgonian coral, but you can't get it to open up any tongue. Yeah, try some different locations. It can be finicky in the beginning about flow. I still hope you guys can hear me. So I would just try a couple different spots and see if it opens up. All right, different light, different spots. Mine's getting about 450 par, and it's actually not getting that much flow. The power heads kind of go right over the top, so you know, consider giving a little bit less flow. Let's see here. So I like to cut long way like this because it allows me to make flat bottoms, make it easier to glue. See, now it's flat, and I can just kind of come in here and grab some of these chunks. See, so you see how it's pretty much flat, and I just come through and here, 2 frags. So I went to a car show or a car meetup the other night, and I didn't stay very long. There was a ton of people there, like 2,000 people, but I left before it really got started because it was a bad crowd, man. And then one of the guys I go with, he's a police officer, and he's like, yeah, this is not a good place for us to be right now. So we left before anything got crazy. But when we pulled in, there was some dude trying to climb a telephone pole with his freaking Jeep. I'm like, really? Like, are we trying to get arrested? So that kind of sucked. I was looking forward to seeing all the cars and stuff, but it's just a bunch of idiots. So dipped out of that. I don't know how it turned out. I never heard anything. I haven't honestly looked either. But I would not be surprised if a bunch of people got arrested. Not in the slightest. There's always somebody giving us a bad name. Alright. Is that it? That is it. Alright, let me relocate y'all. Alright. Welcome back. We got like 87 people here watching this shit. Appreciate it. Alright, let's see what I missed. Hey man, just hopped on. Wanted to ask if you have watched the Seaspiracy doc on Netflix. Super interesting. What do you think about it if you did? I haven't seen it yet, but I will check it out for sure. That was 20 years ago, and I've never looked back. Okay, so I missed the first part. Let me go back. I started with Oscars, then African cichlids, saltwater reef. Still love the planted tanks with some blue rams. Okay, cool. I had cichlids for years. Serious a-holes. Yeah, I like the personalities, I guess. You know. Will you be making sock silencers? I can. I sure can if you want. Let me go write it on my to-do list. 1 second. 4-inch or what size socks? 4, 7-inch? Let me write it down. Alright, so it is on the list. If you want them ASAP, you can put in a custom order, and I can get that done quicker. If not, you can just wait. Typical Jeep driver. I really like Jeeps. I don't really like the new ones. Let me fix this thing. I don't really like the new ones. The whole truck Jeep thing. I know it's kind of weird, but whatever. To each his own. Typical Jeep driver. Yeah, man. Car meets racing. It's about car. It isn't about cars anymore. Not like it was back in the late 90s and 20s. A lot of out there in the scene just rich for living that. Yeah, I don't know. I was kind of bummed. I mean, I didn't get to be in a car scene when I was younger because I didn't have a nice car. I mean, I did to a certain extent, but it was an Evo. Wasn't that nice? But I don't know. I just kind of bummed it didn't work out. That's all. I was looking forward to it. All right, so I'm going to start fragging up these boys, and then we might be done. How long have we been going? 45 minutes already. You guys enjoying the stream? I mean, I don't need affirmation, but if you want to say yes, that's cool. And I mean, if you guys want more stuff like this, I don't mind. It's actually pretty easy content for me. And if you guys want to see the stuff I do down here, I definitely don't mind sharing. But yeah, hey, so I noticed digitata hydroids. Do you know anything I can do? Digit tide hydroids. I want to be on. Are those? I'm pretty sure those are. I wish I can Google that right now, because I know what you're talking about. I just can't picture them in my head. I know. I know what you're talking about. I can't give you an answer on that right now because I can't. I can't completely think of exactly what they are. I know I talked about them before. I apologize for that. When are we getting another roast my reef? That is awesome. Yeah. In a couple weeks, I'll get another one out for you guys. Yeah. I'm having some, like I mentioned before, I'm having some issues with YouTube, and I try not to. I mean, it's my own fault too. I'm not creating content like I used to, right? And I'm also not paying for ads anymore, and I'm not putting myself out there in the community. So it could be a reason, that could be part of it. But me not being able to even, people telling me that they can't even sign up for notifications, and they're not even getting notifications. So I'm trying to get back on YouTube's good side to a certain extent. I know that I probably never will completely, but yeah, it'd be nice to be seen in the recommended again. So kind of working on that right now. And if I pop out another one of those videos, I'm going to get super flagged, because trust me, I get reported up the wazoo on those videos. So I'd feel like if I did it right now, it'd be taking a step back from the progress that I've made over the last couple weeks, because I am seeing a difference, and I am getting more subs, and I am getting more views. I'd hate to take a step back. So that's all. I mean, I like making that content. Trust me, I like messing with you guys and having a good time. I really do. I just I got a business to run here. This isn't just this. I'm not just Joe Schmo, making content because he's bored. I'm making content because I got, like I said, I got a business to run. I got sales. I got I got a lot of stuff going on. I got bills to pay. So sometimes you have to play nice, and I'm okay with that. And people can say that's sucking up or being fake or being whatever. I already told you guys I got rid of the FishOfHex character because I didn't enjoy being like that. So, yeah, it is what it is, right? But everybody's entitled to their opinion. Let's see here. One more, maybe. So my plan for the rest of the week will be to do the planted video. I'm going to do that tonight or tomorrow morning. I got to finish recording it. Tomorrow morning, I wanted to give it time to clear up a little bit. I threw some carbon in there. And I will get that video out. We had the live stream on Thursday. Hopefully you guys got to see the live stream with Reef Girl on Saturday. Hopefully you guys got to see that. I don't really go to many other people's channels, but I like Reef Girl. She's one of a few that I talk to consistently, and I'll probably do some more stuff with her soon. Oh, we got this little frag. I wonder if I can save this. Yeah, little bitty. Everything counts. But yeah. Let's see what we got here. I get your notifications all the time. Remembering to like the video helps with getting helps with getting the notifications. Cool. Yeah. What are you fragging? Just joined. Russell, we are cutting up the Zoa colony. You can see on the thumbnail, we're cutting up the Zoas that I pulled out of the 300 last week from Big Bertha. And I'm actually going to grab a couple more because we do have a few more frags to do. Frag plugs, sorry, to do. And I'll try to extend this for another 10 minutes. Try to go an hour. And by the way, guys, so speaking of business stuff, if you're not aware of this, I am doing a 20-pack of SPS for $300 shipped. U.S. only, by the way, on that. Sorry for everybody outside the U.S. I can't ship anywhere else. That's going to go on for the next couple weeks. It's the Make-In Room for Big Bertha sale, and I'm literally just... You guys, if you were at the last Frag and Chill, I cut so many frags, and I just need to make room, so that's what we're doing. So yeah, $300, 20 frags shipped, and I got a few orders. Well, I got a few of those going out tomorrow. I don't ship Fridays. Don't deliver on weekends. I don't have Monday delivery. I ship Monday through Thursday. If you want a specific day, just put it in the notes or email me. I'm going to cut up these last two little chunks. We're going to frag those out, and we should be done. So, gloves, and, well, what's left of them, and goggles. I hate when it slaps down like that. It makes me jump every time. It'd help if I didn't elevate the coral, but I just wanted to be able to see. Oh well. That's it. You guys can see what I see right now. This is my view. So yeah, it's difficult to see what's going on. Well, Travis, once you clean them off, well, you walk your ass upstairs and get me a roll of paper towels, because I'm not doing that right now. Alright, so I'm going to use the pants. I got to take a shower anyway, so. Okay, let's see here. Alright, we got a few more plugs, a few frags. Let's get started. I can't see shit. Alright, hard not liking Reef Girl, nice person, and always respectful. Yep, definitely is. I think I can, says the Bandsaw. Yeah, it's not too bad. The blade is, it's getting there. It's on the way out, but it works. Until I have to start bending the blade to get through the rock, which won't be for a while. Oh, I forgot to cut up that piece. It'll last me a while, for sure. Like I said, I'm not cutting up big colonies anymore, because I used to get in Zoa rocks and all sorts of stuff, but I'm not doing that anymore. Acans. I miss that coral though. I just don't have the time for it or the setup. I know I like having a separate setup for imported coral. I if I can manage it with everything else, but I just really like having everything attached in one big system. It just makes for a nice setup. Makes it easy. All right, we'll get a few of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got to cut up a couple more frags. We'll be good. Appreciate all the thumbs up so far on the video. Let's see. You can order these frag plugs or these ceramic ones from my website. I drop ship the ceramic ones, if you guys are wondering. And obviously the 3D printed ones I make here. I got a few orders going out tomorrow for them. Let me cut up this last little chunk and we'll be done. Alrighty. 4. Does a 20-pack for $300 include shipping? Yes. Yes, it does. You will get, the shipping will be out of it. I mean, you got to think, I've shipped out some today, or no, yesterday, that went all the way to Cali and like Washington. It costs like $70 to ship overnight, that many corals. And you got to, I mean, if I was importing this coral and cutting it up, there's no way I can get away with 20 frags shipped for $300, especially out that far, because I would be losing money. But because I grow it, I can get away with it. And I know people don't like that, but grow more coral, homie. The prices don't need to be crazy high. That's all I gotta say about that. All right, let me answer a few more questions, and we're getting out of here. I'm gonna dump these guys in the tank. What tips or advice would you give for someone looking to start a small home frag farm like you have gone? Well, I mean, I wouldn't go small. I mean, try to go as big as you can. Obviously, you know, the bigger the water, a little bit more forgiving it is. Because when you start shipping a lot of coral, like Monday, I shipped out 20, 40, 60, oh, 5 something, maybe 500, a little less than 500 frags, something crazy. It was insane. It took me a while. You got to think every time you pull out water from the tank, you got to replace it. So the more water you have, you can get away with shipping more coral. Of course, you're going to top it off with freshly mixed salt water. It's just going to be easier in the long run if you have more water. So I would recommend going as big as you can. Yeah, that's what I would do. And start local. Go to see what you can swap at your local fish store. Go to swaps when they start opening back up. Craigslist. You can do a Shopify website if you want. I mean, it gets expensive when you start getting... I pay for one of the higher plans just for better shipping rates and stuff like that. Plus, I use it for everything. And, you just start small. Word of mouth is a good start. For me, it's a little different because I started with YouTube and kind of built up the YouTube thing and then added the business, which was easy. I will just say it was probably easier than most people start from the ground up because I already had an audience and a platform. So consider that if you want. But yeah, so we're 57 minutes in. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the live stream. I will put these zoas in the frag tank, and then I'll organize them a little bit later. And yeah, if you like this video, let me know. Give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comment section after the video post. If you guys want to see any other content like this, let me know. If you want to support the channel, head over to FishOfHex.com. Use the promo code WELCOMEBACK for 5% off. And this month I'm giving away one of those packs. It's going to be a 15 pack, so $300 in coral will be given away this month. Of course, remember the first live stream of next month of May we'll announce the winner, just like we did for the Apex for the last 2 months. And yeah, that's it. Sorry I gotta go. Had a lot of fun, and I'll see you guys later. All right, peace.